Welcome to Livewire. In this first tutorial, you'll hear from Henry Clifford, Livewire's founder and owner. You'll also learn about Livewire University in the first-year training program.
My name's Henry Clifford, and welcome to Livewire. We're so excited that you've joined the team, and I can't wait to meet you and see what great things you're going to do with us. Livewire started in 2002, and it's just me and my Dodge Neon and a rented generator from the Home Depot in the back of the car. At that time, I saw two types of companies that do what we do today. The first type was a standalone guy who would come to the house, and candidly, this guy scared my wife. The second type of company was a outfit here in town that didn't want to talk to you unless you had $100,000 to spend. Well, I didn't fit either one of those types of companies. So I ended up doing the work myself, and I asked my wife to help me out, and reluctantly she agreed. And that was our first sort of foray into what we do today. And I thought to myself, there's got to be a simpler way. There's got to be a company out there that is delivering home technology in a simple and easy to understand fashion. And I looked around the place and I couldn't find anybody to do it. So I thought, here's a gap in the market. Here's an opportunity. Here's an opportunity to start a new company. So that's what I did. So I ran into somebody at a workout group here in town called SEAL Team PT. And he's a home builder. And he had been having some problems with his electrician. He expressed to me some concerns. And I said to myself, well, we do that. Of course, at the time, there was no we. It's just me in the Dodge Neon. So I went over to the house he was concerned about, looked at it, and showed him some photos of some work that I'd done. And at the time, the only work that I'd done was the work on my own house. So he agreed and hired me to do the work. And I called up my brother and said, hey, let's go do this house. And it took us 3 or 4 days to wire this house. If you're a new installer here at Livewire, we would expect you to do that same work in about 6 hours. So it just tells you really how bad things were when we started, in the field. But that's okay. Well, we learned, we improved, and we went from doing 1 or 2 homes to doing hundreds of homes within a period of 2 years at that point. And we grew very rapidly. The first employees at Livewire were salespeople, and then we subcontracted most of our installation work at that time. Towards 2005, 2006, we moved towards a model where we started to hire our own installers because we found that quality is hard to control when a lot of the folks that you work with don't actually work for the company. And so the brand and the quality and the customer service part of our organization is incredibly important. And so the only way to really deliver an end-to-end solution customers are really happy with is to have everybody on the team, everybody wearing the uniform, everybody pulling the boat in the same direction. And really a lot of that is why you're sitting here today watching this video, is you got to understand this company, how it started, our story a little bit, so you can understand not only where we've been, right, where we are, but also where we're headed. And knowing those things can really help you understand a little more about how you fit into the company and more importantly, how you can contribute. So in 2006, we bought the building that is now our design center. And later, a few years later, we added the building across the street, which has become our warehouse, training, and administrative office facilities. And so we've kept growing and growing, delivering all the time home technology made simple. And we've just tried to really stay true to our mission of just delivering simplicity to our clients. We listen to them, and they usually tell us problems that they're having with technology. And if you think about it, that's not hard to do, right? Half the time, the technology that we use in our everyday life doesn't work properly all the time. In many ways, for us, that's job security. I mean, it's not a great thing, but it is what it is. So there's a lot of choice out there. So our job is to listen to the client, and they'll express to us problems. We call those problems friction. And so we use the technology solutions that we have to offer here at Livewire to remove the friction by delivering simple and easy to use solutions to our clients. And our clients, for the most part, are people who could potentially do some of the things that we do, on their own, but they just don't have the time. They want to pay a professional to come in and do it right the first time. That's incredibly important to our customers. That's incredibly important to me, and it really should be incredibly important to you as well. So those are the characteristics that we look for in members of our team. That they're team oriented, that they're quality oriented folks who are customer focused, who really care a lot about making the customer happy and delivering a really awesome solution, and then above all else doing it right the first time. So you might be sitting there and saying, okay, that's great. Well, what can I do? Where do I fit in this organization? Well, if you're an installer and this is your first week on the job and you've come to us from another part of the industry, you bring that experience with you. That's great. Share your ideas with us. Learn the way we do things, and then start to ask questions. Why do we do things this way? Who knows? Ideas that you have could contribute immediately to improving our profitability. And a profitable company, above all else, is a healthy company and one that's going to thrive and grow and be a home for you and everybody else here for years to come. So look around, be inquisitive, be curious, ask why. We love that. If you want to learn a new skill set, ask. Just go for it. We love that. If you want a certification, there are continuing education programs here. Take advantage of them. Learn. Be thirsty. Always sort of looking out for opportunities, ways that you can contribute to the organization's growth. And it's a two-way street. The organization, I'm really interested in watching you grow and develop professionally. And we understand that Livewire might not be where you spend the rest of your career. That's fine. But at the same time, while you're here, make this a place where ideas are constantly being thrown back and forth, being created, being developed, nurtured, and iterative. By iterative, I mean we might be moving in a direction. It might be the wrong direction sometimes, but we're always changing, always trying to figure out a better way to do things. And there are individuals here on our team who are responsible for a lot of the great systems that we have to work with every day, including the video that you're watching right now. That was just an idea that somebody had one day on our team. And guess what? Here I am talking to you today. So think about it like that. Have an idea, execute on the idea. That's what Livewire is. We're home technology made simple. We're team-oriented. We're curious. We're passionate to deliver great customer experience. And above all else, we want to be best in the industry, best in class. And we want to be the number one outfit that does what we do. So welcome aboard. Can't wait to meet you and see you out there.
Next, you will learn about Livewire University. Livewire University is a resource to help you grow and succeed within the company. This is an overview of Livewire University's first-year program. It is divided into 8 different components. Each component has a time frame listed below its box. For example, under the Livewire Way, Component 1, you can see 1 week. Each time frame is the maximum amount of time it should take you to complete the entire component. That means you should be able to complete Component 1 within 1 week of starting it. You're currently taking the first course in Component 1, so you're well on your way. Each component has multiple achievement requirements as part of that component. Achievement requirements may be courses, tests, logs, or evaluation forms. Some components have more achievement requirements than others, which is why each component has a different time frame. These components are self-paced, and the time frames serve as guidelines to let you know if you're on track to complete the entire first-year program in 1 year, which is the goal. After successfully completing the first component, the Livewire Way, you will receive your ID badge. After completing each of the other components, you will receive a corresponding badge to place on your ID. In this way, other Livewire employees and customers are able to see how much you've accomplished in the first-year program. The Learning Management System, or LMS, is where all of the courses, tests, forms, and logs are kept. This brief tutorial will teach you how to log into and navigate the LMS. Welcome to Livewire's Learning Management System at learn.getlivewire.com. We are currently looking at the home screen before you log in. From here, you can see the course catalog, which lists all of the courses available on Livewire University. You can also visit the About Us page, which gives a brief history of Livewire and goes over the Livewire way. And finally, you can view the first year training program. This page gives you an overview of the first year training program along with the achievement requirements for each component. You can also click on a course from here to go to that course. To log in, go to Login in the top right corner. Enter your username and password. You receive these in an email from Livewire University. We use the first part of your email address as your username and the word password as your password. After you log in, you will automatically be taken to a list of the courses in which you are enrolled. Before we look at the courses, let's learn how to change your password. To change your password, which we suggest you do, click on your name at the top of the screen. A drop-down menu will appear. Go to My Info. Here you can change your password in the password box and click Update User when you are finished. To go back to the list of the courses in which you are enrolled, simply click on the Livewire logo in the top left corner of your screen. This will bring you back to your enrolled courses. Below each course, you will see how much of that course you have completed so far. You may also see the word Restricted below some courses. This just means that you cannot take this course until you have completed the course before it. These courses are self-paced, but please try to keep the targeted time frame for each component in mind. Each course will have an introductory page giving you an overview of the course, time frame to complete it, and learning objectives. You will also have videos embedded within the course. You may also have tests within the course. If a course has a test, you must pass the test in order to go on. If you do not pass the test, you will be asked to review the content in the course and retake the test when you are ready. You will also notice points listed on the top. This LMS awards points and badges for various achievements such as logins, completing a course, passing a test the first time, and many others. You're able to see how many points you have at any given time. If you click on the points, you'll see a window showing you points and badges in completed courses. If you want to see how you rank compared to the other learners on the LMS, you can click on the category and it will show you how you rank compared to your peers. There are 2 courses that allow you to log in at any time with no restrictions on prerequisite courses. These are the Field Experience Log course and the Field Evaluation course. Each component has a certain number of field experience logs and field evaluation form requirements. You will fill out the experience logs yourself. Your lead technician is responsible for filling out the evaluation forms. Even if you're not the one filling out the form, it's your responsibility to talk with your lead technician and make sure it's been completed. In both of these courses, the form is filled out completely and submitted. However, you do not mark the course as complete unless you're on the very last experience log that is required. This would not happen unless you are finishing up Component 8. If you're not putting in your last log for the entire first year training program, simply exit the course and do not hit Mark as complete at the bottom. This will allow you to come back into the course and fill out and submit the forms more times. As long as you hit the Submit button at the bottom of the form will be submitted. That covers the important details you need to know about Livewire's learning management system.
In addition to the LMS, there are training areas within the Livewire building. There is the training room and the workbench area. Sometimes you will need to demonstrate the skills you have learned using both of these areas. Of course, the most important location for training will be out in the field. Your lead technician will be teaching you very valuable information in real-life situations. This is where you truly get to apply the knowledge you have gained.
The lead technician and the production manager will verify that you have completed all of the achievements within a component. The lead technician will fill out your field evaluation forms. The production manager will check your transcript on the LMS to see that you've completed the necessary courses. He or she will also look at the field experience logs you filled out and the field evaluation forms filled out by your lead technician. Finally, the production manager will also be the one to fill out the workbench evaluation form when that is required for a component. You will have an opportunity to practice on the workbench before having to demonstrate the skills for the production manager.
Congratulations! You've just completed the first course in Component 1 and are on your way in the first year program. Again, welcome to Livewire.